It has been a day off, and there's plans for the channel tonight. That's right, you heard right. I'm actually gonna follow through with something that I've promised. I promised doing two lives at least. So there is one tonight that I posted on the community, which will be old school Josh and myself. That is Josh from back in the Stuck in the Middle days. And definitely long overdue to plug the shows he still does to this day, regardless of his full-time job, which is far harder than mine. We'll be plugging the Nothing Funny show and the Stuck at Night / Stuck in the Middle show, which is a throwback to how I even got started going online. But before all that, since it has been pointed out, and I knew it was something, even before I noticed the comment, even before I did a short with kind of thinking about it, I knew I would have to come clean because there is a vow I've made that I intend to stick to when I started on this journey, and that's transparency, accountability. I hope this doesn't disappoint too many people. And remember, it's just always that I have to live on the ground of truth. I've been there when you try to embolden a lie and then you have to keep telling lies. What's up, Allie? It's good to see ya. You here for my moment, and I'm thankful for any feedback I get on this one. Now, it's easy. Yo, what's up, Twisted 10? I'm amazed to even see anybody because I'm looking at the time here and I'm thinking, oh, this is the drama hour on YouTube. And boy, YouTube has not been disappointing, has it? There's been a lot of, I don't know, people just going live and trying to explain themselves and cover things up. I don't know what's going on. I'm just grateful that I've unsubscribed to a lot of the drama stuff for whatever is happening. People are coming out of the woodwork to defend themselves from things that haven't even happened. It's been very, very, yeah, milk flying everywhere. It's been very strange. I saw Cashville going live, and I don't know what he's referring to. I don't know who some guy named Tim is. I don't know who the fella that Johnny Gobble is talking about, who needs a platform to defend himself. It's very unfortunate where there apparently is so many people that have to defend themselves. Just live honestly. Be open if you're going to be on a social media platform. Be open or it's going to come back to bite you. The one thing I wanted to add, I can no longer boast. I can, triple T, oh, yeah, I don't go there very much, man, but a lot of stuff happens there, man. There was that one wild, little episode. What was it? Where Mises was there, and y'all know that night. All right, so me personally, I can't bolster that I've been sober for 200 days in a row anymore. I can't. There was 2 nights ago, I work at a liquor store. That's one of my jobs. We had a party where the whole team of all the stores, 2 stores, came together, and of course, it was just have some drinks, get to know everybody, let loose, cut loose, yada yada, because there's been tension, and I bought myself a half pint, which is a relatively small bottle, but I don't want to downplay this. And I had myself 3 shots. So I can't really technically say that I am sober 200 days because I took part. But I'm happy to report I had a great time. It was for a celebratory reason. It was a social call. It wasn't, the old days where I just, sit in the dark and drink and watch depressing, violent movies or make a fool of myself on live stream. I can do that sober. Thank you very much. But as for the other stuff, and please remember, later tonight you're going to see a more professional show around 10 or 11, maybe even 12 p.m. with me and one of my best buds. And then tomorrow I have another live stream with 2 best friends I've been able to keep in touch with since '96. I love saying that. But I have no idea what is going on Like, what is Cashville even apologizing about? If anybody wants to get me on the up and up, feel free. If you don't want to be that person that's outed, because I know how a lot of these people, communities, channels operate. They see a name in a certain place and they see that whoever said it, and you get attacked just for, answering a question. We can all remember, I've made it clear, this is a place of coexistence. That's what I strive for. But what the hell is Cashflow going on about? And this wouldn't be an official live if I didn't mention. I think PBR has gotten some of the Creek Squad gatekeepers nervous. This is gonna be one of the first times I mention this name because I don't it's hypocritical if I say I always want to stay out of it, but I talk about it, right? This is, well, it's what I intend to do. Making the leap to greatness. Yes, I am absolutely voting Trump, period. I was disappointed in that certain questions weren't answered, but he did so much better than Biden, and Biden needs to go away right now. And I hate how the media is pretending that, like, Biden didn't devastate himself, make a mockery of himself and our country. The media control and spin. Oh, he had a cold. Was it political malpractice? Why didn't the DNC let us know he had a cold? That explains the raspy voice and the incoherent. Were you kidding me? That's not a cold. That's having a sweaty old ball sack for a brain. Okay, that's what that is. You can't walk it back. Don't let the media brainwash you. Now, I want to go back. PBR, I think, has a couple people scared because he's holding them accountable. I know this is not a popular topic. I know there are massive troll communities out there. You'll never get rid of the quintessential troll. It's never going to happen. They're always going to exist as long as there is an internet. I do believe, because of many examples that we have seen, things are tightening up. Cyber crimes will be improving. Harassment and going off YouTube has increased because of communities that encourage such behavior, and there's just no escaping that. And it's a sad thing that this is ultimately what is. Hey, Rob, you missed it, by the way. I did hold myself to account. Can't say 200 days anymore, but good to see you nonetheless. And thank you for checking up. Believe it or not, means a lot. But where was I here? So I think I was talking about what PBR having some people scared. Like, he's got these, not voice messages or all these text messages where he's got these two people that are team Creek Squad, that all these messages and so on and so. Oh, if I showed up to work like Joe Biden, bro, nobody could keep a job looking like Joe Biden, let alone the presidency. I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. I'm a manic fella, and there's so many things happening, and I'm gonna work on my focus. That'll be the goal tonight for sure when I'm actually playing topics with my old boy Josh. But just think about it. Like, imagine, and I think I can somewhat relate. So there's a duality here, right? Like, Cashville, I think from what we see, he's trying to do better, move forward, be a better human being, trying to stay off of YouTube, trying not to attack people. Then, but I don't know. He does like to, he likes to kick up stuff, and start. He did. I don't know what he does anymore. I don't watch a lot of people like I used to. PBR is the Joe Biden of, okay, well, I don't know. He's definitely sharper than a Biden, bro. And I think, like Trump, I'm not comparing the two. They're going to do their best to expose a lot of the actions. Let's compare YouTube and the government, shall we? Deep state swamp. This is so hyperbolic. And then the communities that I think are afraid of the president that it sets, where one individual who is acknowledging and responding to groups of individuals that have gone off YouTube to harass and do things. I'm not defending everything he's ever done, by the way, like the website thing, which this is all going to go into courts. Hi, Jessa. It's all going to go to courts, and the courts are going to play out, and then we'll learn what happens from that. But the things that has been done to that guy, you can't harass somebody for how many years? 2 years. He has been harassed with phone calls, people calling his old places of business, talking to his neighbors, getting his ex-wife that was insanely drunk to like just speak on immensely personal and terrible things. Nothing short of literal, slander and stuff. And then going into people's, whatever's happened, if they got arrested, getting records out, and then in some cases showing fake documents. And it's hard these days to know what the hell is real from what isn't real. But I think I really do. I'd put my money on the fact that he's got a case. He's collected a lot of evidence. There's no shortage of it. It was nothing short of shocking that Mr. Uncle Will did what he did, calling the police. Like, wasn't one of his things. Wasn't one of Uncle Will's things, like in a recent video whose clips I only saw because I watched PBR's live. Uh, you think the police are gonna you think the police are gonna do anything because you tell them people are doing stuff on the internet? Like, you think the cybercrimes unit is gonna care? And then, like, literally perfectly timed, you get to see the clip. He's making the point, you don't play with the cops. Then, rewind, he calls the police in PBR's home state, town, whatever, pretending to be him, using his real name and likeness, and just trying to piss off law enforcement and make a fool of really himself. And I don't think any court would look at that and be like, okay, we understand. So there's like a little mini war on YouTube, and there's so many things that the world of social media has already created where things are evolving at a snail's pace. I don't know if accountability is going to be like a new thing we can actually look forward to. I know we're all disenfranchised when it comes to the frickin' government and the powers that be and people with money, but we've been seeing some of the dominoes fall for sure recently. And I think this man, with the lawyers that he has that specialize with crimes like this, I really truly believe that the man has a case. And what I wonder to myself sometimes, and this is not me talking crap, he's got all these messages from Cashville and the Gotcha Man guy, and when they were not pro Creek Squad. Can that nail home that people change their minds a lot? Can we stop pretending that people always ever thought one way and one way alone? We deviate from one train of thought. Otherwise, you wouldn't have a human brain. So I would be nervous if I was either of them. If my whole shtick was to actively talk crap about somebody who is all about swinging back and holding that accountability, I would be nervous about that exposure. I haven't seen any of Gotcha Man's videos since the whole flip where he's like, okay, I'm gonna just cater to the Creek Squad audience, and hey, I'm not slamming him. It went really good for him monetarily, right? He gets a lot of donations, because if there's one thing I learned during my 4-month stint as a fake Creek Squatter, I think I liked a couple of Ryan Upchurch's songs, but I was no super fan. I just used the hashtags for 4 months. That was that. And then it got too freaking crazy, man. And what really made me a fan was him going down the rabbit hole of that, and I hate using this name, talking about, the Rodney case. I am guilty of getting pulled into that deplorable behavior and being fascinated, because when you're watching it in real time, you're not really responding with logic. I think it's all just emotion. You mix that with drinking the Kool-Aid and having it pumping through your veins, and having this appreciation, like, that makes Ryan Upchurch a savior to these individuals, everybody that just wants to get attention from somebody else. When I thought about this last night in great depth, I thought about how small this makes a lot of people. Imagine just having a whole channel with however many subscribers, big or small, and it just being to ignore all of the reality and the facts of the bad things that have been done by your Lord and Savior just to make sure you get an attaboy and stay in the good graces or get rewarded by a celebrity. Yes, I was and am. Thanks, Mr. Upchurch. You shared my channel long ago already. Okay, and that's the last time I'm ever going to say thank you. I know if you came here under those pretenses, I've changed. You can unsubscribe. I don't care about the numbers. I'm so grateful. I feel blessed to have a platform. I feel so lucky that I can have my friends and people that I meet throughout my life and bring them on a channel and or panel and share my thoughts. It makes me feel less isolated as an American during this crazy time in our country. And by the way, woohoo, big break, big. What's up, White Dragon man? I've been missing seeing you, brother. It's good to see you. Big celebration for Trump's presidential immunity, even though there's no shortage of people going, oh, this just means there's gonna be more litigation or whatever. Well, whatever. He's got a good start to the rat race, right? He's got a good start to the finish line. He's got the most passionate base, and you can't convince me that the last election made Biden the most popularly voted for president, no matter how much Kool-Aid you make me sip. So, yeah, there's that. Man, I am all over the place. I gotta slow the mind down. This is what happens on a day off, and I get to just kind of vibe and chill, do some reading, stay outside, kind of keep to myself, no caffeine, and then here I am, and it all just starts to come out like this. But I just wanted to come up and be, what's up, X? I know, yep, I remember you. I think it's a name change, but I remember you. It's good to see you if you are who I think you are. I wanted to make sure that I maintain the standard of accountability. So I can't say, 200 oh my God, 200 days of sobriety is the case, as I did get buzzed with a few shots a couple nights ago, but I had a grand old time. Not going back to drinking by any means, because it's not, I don't want to. I don't enjoy it. I enjoyed that night. I enjoyed the friends, the camaraderie, the celebration, the stupid laughter, playing Cards Against Humanity, and whatever it is where you put the phone on your head with a subject or a celebrity and making a bunch of drunk people guess. I had a great time, and that's really why I broke the vow. It was a big deal. I made it quite a big deal in my head. And then I started to guilt myself, which is why I really recommend, from my own personal experience, don't add the pressure of social media and other people if you're setting like really important goals to yourself, unless you know you're really gonna follow through. I know I'm not the best one to give that advice, and I'm not the best one to follow through on a lot of things, but I am a work in progress as long as I draw a breath. So the entire reason, though, yes, only White Dragon can be the drunk, okay? He's the town drunk. Give the man the respect he deserves. If you already missed it, I mean, once you hit replay, if anybody does at all, just wanted to make it very clear. Tonight, I don't know if it's 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, or midnight. I'll be on from the computer with a bunch of clips loaded with my homeboy, my brother, Josh from Stuck in the Middle, the guy who inspired me and got me to even want to be on YouTube, that gave me the courage to speak as publicly as I do. And we'll be on tonight for sure, and I hope that you guys are able to catch it. We always have a lot of fun when we stream. Please find on my community post that he'll be doing a show in about an hour with Duke and Vishnu, great guys. They just had a guest that's in Germany who's like a musician. I think that's what you call them. What do you call the people that play the instruments? They're the music people. Yeah, that's it. Music people. Is that a pronoun now? Can I be a music person? Do they have genitalia? I don't know. Find out. So feel free. I'll see you guys tonight. And tomorrow, you'll meet two of the best friends I've ever had in my life. And I couldn't be luckier to still have retained some of the friendships that I made so long ago, lifetimes ago. And, little P.S. This one's more for me than anybody else, but Eli's got Got a little, date thing going on. Like there's a very lovely young lady that I've been seeing for a little bit, and I'm very, very nervous to do any exposure on social media because of how it went last time, where people from, there's no irony here, people from the Crack Squad community found a picture of her on my Facebook and started to say terrible things. At least be original if you're gonna jump in the troll community. As long as the off YouTube shit, we know the standard of crossing the line of whatever a troll does, but I don't know. You can't bitch about people attacking your family and then turn around and start attacking somebody else's, like, loved ones or the people in their personal lives. And that's what Martha Martin does. He's torn down this girl that I have dated off of one picture. Ironically, a picture that circulated from the Crack Squad folks, and he came at me with that. And by the way, Martin, that offer of $1,000 is still there if you can simply prove that you're not a complete liar to your own audience. You said you found my Twitter, which I forgot I even made one, and you saw all these posts where I was supporting Hillary Clinton. Holy shit, man. Could you have come up with something at least a bit more believable? So yeah, I'm not gonna let you forget, son. You made a statement. You said it was true. You wouldn't let me up on panel. I think. Are you scared of me? Well, what's the deal? I mean, you take on everybody else, or do you know that on this one you're full of shit, and that your verbal diarrhea is you're hoping your only means to salvation? And I don't mean that by your Bible thumping. I mean that by your e-begging, your constant e-begging. Show me the evidence of me supporting the Clintons, and I will cash app you and whatever regulations. If it has to be broken into $500 or whatever the case, I'll give you $1,000, man. You prove to me that you're not full of shit. Prove to me that I supported Hillary Clinton. Okay, so I'll see you guys tonight. I'm gonna, I don't know, do whatever I used to do before live streams. Can't drink. I don't know. I've been thinking about smoking again, though. I'll tell you. And this sucks, man. I have been for years and years. You'd figure a guy with lung surgery wouldn't pick this crap back up. It's just, it feels like a reason to step outside or take a break at work. I'll see you guys tonight. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for just being a part of this, whatever this is. So I think maybe midnight, okay? 11 or 12 midnight. Check out Nothing Funny. Support Josh at Nothing Funny and the Nothing Funny Show. And we'll see you tonight, guys. All of you, take care until then. Yes, I wish I could highlight that comment. If there's one thing, all right, here's the most important thing. I really got to edge up to this. The last sentence before I kill this live stream, okay? I want you to take a deep breath and listen. It's the truest statement that you'll ever hear in all of the lands in the universe, okay? Martin is a fucking idiot and a liar and a bum, and he will e-beg until he realizes it's not viable enough to sustain a living, and his dreams of becoming some YouTube edgelord legend are just a child's dream that he is yet to wake up from. Okay, take care. See you tonight.